Hello everyone, this is Johnny Crass coming to you with another Rambling Rants video. This is just going to be kind of a faster video, most likely. Don't know how long it's going to be this time around. Most likely not a 20-minute-er, because that was kind of ridiculous. Yeah. Wow, it's crowded today. It is really crowded today. I wonder what's going on. A lot of traffic. Alright. So what we're going to be talking about today. So first off, the writer for the Warriors book has been revealed. We managed to figure out who it is before Big Brother GW shut everything down. We managed to figure out who the writer is going to be, and the writer is going to be Crudis, guy who did Tomb Kings, Tyranids. So bad news for Warrior players is what I'm kind of thinking, because he can't write a book for the most part. I mean, I think he co-wrote Ogres, but he co-wrote it. This is another one of his solo projects, and I have a sinking feeling that Warriors are gonna take a hit. Now, don't quote me on that, because I have been known to be wrong, but I don't know, there's not much faith in my mind for Warriors. Now. One thing is that means I will not be starting Warriors, because if I'm going to shell out the cash for an army, I'm not going to be playing a crap army. Well, not a crap army, but a weak army. I already play Wood Elves and I already play Bretonnia, and I do really well with both books. But I just don't want to take on a third weak army. It's just, I just can't do it. I just don't have the energy for it. So what my plan is I got another offer for my High Elves from a guy on Daka. And the offer is for an Empire army. I used to play Empire back in the old book, back when Warrior Priests were broken and Mortars were insane, and I ran a really hardcore Empire army. And I like Empire because they were, I don't know, they were hardcore, but at the same time they were cool. Like, they weren't just some utter filth army, but they were still really good. So that's kind of why I played Empire, was they were the middle ground. Now, I think they went down in power scale, but they have stronger units, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my mind. So, the offer I got for my High Elves included 12 demigryphs and a steam tank. So, I think you can guess what my list is going to be. A brief rundown of kind of the list I've worked out. It's going to need some games once I get the models in the mail. But, it's an Art Collector with Armor of Meteoric Iron and Crown of Command. So he has a 1-up, 6-up, and then he's stubborn. I mean, he's not that great. He gives hatred, and he has prayers, and he can channel. So, I don't know. I kind of like him. Then there is a Wizard, level 4. So a Wizard Lord, level 4. Talisman of Endurance, and having a brain fart here. Lore of Heavens. I really like Lore of Heavens when you add it to the rest of my list. Then there's a Master Engineer, just naked as a jaybird, because it's not worth giving him anything. There is a BSB with Dragon Helm, Full Plate, a Shield, and Dawnstone. So he has a 2-up reroll and then a 6-up parry. So not too shabby. I mean, not fantastic, but not too shabby. Then a Witch Hunter with Brace of Pistols and Charm Shield. I'm getting the model. I love the model, so I'm gonna use it. And he might kill something. Who knows? Then a 20-man block of swordsmen as kind of a bunker for the wizard. And a bunker for the engineer also. I'm not entirely certain on this. But it seems like a good idea right now. Then a 30-man block of halberds. Gonna run them probably 6x5 and put the characters in there. They're gonna be the more frontline block, most likely. Then 10 Inner Circle Knights. I'm still debating lances are great weapons. I think great weapons are better, honestly. But I don't know. That might just be, I don't know. So, yeah, I think great weapons are better. And they have a musician and standard. The other two units just have full comm, but they have musician and standard. Because there's no point in giving them a champion because there's no characters riding with them. Then for a special, I have a Great Cannon, because Great Cannons are really good. Some might say they're even great. Yeah. And then I have 3 4s of Demigriffs with, without musicians. I couldn't afford the musicians on them. This is really the heart and soul of the list. Demigriffs are pretty hardcore with toughness 4 and a 1-up save. So, there's definitely that. I think they're going to be a great addition to the list. Then, Rare rounds out with a Hellblaster Volley Gun. Because Hellblaster Volley Gun plus Master Engineer plus Lore of Heavens is amazing, fantastic, and just brutal. Come on. It's a green light. Let's go. Yeah. And we're turning again. Turning. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, there's a Hellblaster Volley Gun in the list. I originally had 2, but with only 1 Master Engineer, I felt kind of, I was worried about having 2 and only 1 Master Engineer. So I cut 1 and swapped it for a Great Cannon. And then finally the Steam Tank rounds out the list. Overall, and this is for 2,500 points, mind you. Overall, I think it's fairly strong. It's got a lot of 1+ armor and a lot of rerolls and damage, like potential damage dealers. I was originally going to add Lore of Life to the list, but I just kind of figured that, oh, that was weird. I just kind of figured that a Steam Tank and 12 Demigriffs is too much for Lore of Life to micromanage and heal back up. And Heavens just lets me have a 1-up rerollable with Harmonic Convergence, which is a lot better. So that's pretty much the list. If you have any comments on it and how to improve it any, please drop a comment, because I am not entirely sure this is the way to do it. I definitely want to run all my demigriffs, and I definitely want to run I definitely want to run my steam tank. I was thinking about dropping the Hellblaster, the Great Cannon, and the Master Engineer for oh damn it, more traffic. For a I'm really forgetful today. For another steam tank, and then filling out some points elsewhere, given my character's magic weapons and stuff, because magic weapons on characters are definitely where it's at, with all the ethereal running around. So that's just kind of this little ramble for today. I am really enjoying doing these. I just do them on my way to work. And I really needed to do one today. Been feeling kind of down, and I figured talking about Warhammer always cheers me up. So let's talk about some Warhammer. Now one thing is I am a little bit torn right now on whether or not to take Chaos Dwarves to the Saws event that's coming up later this year. I'm taking Chaos Dwarves to Bay Area Open and to Quake City Rumble. And I'm not too sure I want to also take them to Saws. I might take my Empire. So, in the last Ramble video, I talked about my Chaos Dwarf list. So, just leave me a comment. Tell me which one you think is stronger and more tournament viable. Because it'll be one or the other. I would take Bretonia, but I kind of want to do really well at these events. And, Bretonia, I can win all my games, but the one time the dice abandoned me, I'm going to lose. And I don't like that in a tournament setting. I love my Bretonia. They're a fantastic army to play. They're fantastically painted. But if you watch my first 3 videos, which were a tournament review, my third game, dice abandoned me and I lost just because of bad dice rolls. Just because the army is so fragile, and so one little thing goes wrong and the entire army goes down the chute. But Chaos Dwarves and Empire are a lot more reliable, and I just think they're the better choices. I'm not going to take Wood Elves. Wood Elves are my fun army. I play them as kind of quasi-shock value. Because, yeah, I like Wood Elves like that. So that is pretty much it. So, as always, like and subscribe. There's going to be a tournament next month. The first Contest of Champions this season. It's going to be 2,000 points. I'm most likely going to take Bretonia, or maybe my Empire. I'm thinking Bretonia, just to have them stretch their legs. So, I'm going to be trying to do battle reports from the COC, or at least between game videos and post them up. I'm also going to be running my Twitter the entire COC. So, if you want to hear my thoughts on a tournament game or something like that, follow me on Twitter. It's just Johnny Crass, same thing as here. And I think that's pretty much everything for this video. The battle report is coming up. I'm just trying to get a game in. There's been kind of a personal thing going on right now, so I'm trying to get that out of the way. And the combat video, I just need to get off my ass and upload it. That's pretty much all there is to it. I keep putting it off, and I just need to get around to it and upload it. So I'm sorry. This is Sustainable Center. I'm trying to get on that. It's just, just some problems, and I'm not having the time to do it. And when I do have the time, I'm normally playing Warhammer or something. So, I got a couple days off after today, so I'm going to be getting all that done, going to get some painting done, and yeah, I will see you all later.